Hi everyone, welcome to the ElectricmotorGP show. My name is Nee and I've got a very sweet one for you today. This car is probably one of my absolute favorite cars I've been looking forward to ever since I heard that it was coming out, and this is the Lynk Co 900. Now, this is the younger sibling to the Zeekr 9X, which you've probably heard about and which probably stole the show at the Shanghai Auto Show 2025, because everyone who looked at it and thought about the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and the Zeekr 9X actually looked a lot better and had more specs than that. But we're not talking about the 9X today. I'm going to come back and talk to you about the 9X at a later time. Today we're talking about the Lynk Co 900. This is the Range Rover killer. For everyone who's ever felt that the Range Rover was the end all and be all for luxury in the SUV segment, wait till you see this car. And I'm not trying to hype the car, and no, I've not been given any money, and no, I have no affiliations with Zeekr, and no, I didn't get any money from the Chinese government, and no, this is not because I'm a fanboy unnecessarily. No, this is just because when you do stats, you do numbers, you come up with a car, and the car delivers on what it's supposed to deliver with, then you start to ask yourself a question: why in the hell was this not made before? Size-wise, this car is 5.2 meters long, it's about 2 meters wide, it's about 1.8 meters tall. It's got dual motors, it's a plug-in hybrid. It's got roughly almost about 50 kilowatt hour battery in it, which means it's capable of almost 150 to 200 kilometers on the WLTP cycle. Not the China cycle, the WLTP cycle. When you then combine that with the petrol engine that's in it, it's got a 1.5 litre engine mated to it, which acts more like a generator rather than actually powering the car itself. And you then get up to about 1,300 kilometers on the WLTP cycle. You're beginning to get my point. It gets roughly about 1.9 to about 2.3 litres per 100 km. That tells you how efficient this car is. But I'm not even talking about the efficiency. Let's drop the efficiency aside. Let's talk about the things you want to know. It's got double wishbone independent suspension in front. It's got a 5-linked independent suspension in the rear. And then in addition to that, it's got double chamber air suspension, which means it's capable of going off-road. It's very comfortable when you drive it. And if you've ever driven a car that's got air suspension, you understand what I'm talking about. How much power are you going to get out of this? You've got 160 kilowatts in front. The petrol engine gives you 145 kilowatts, and the rear you've got about 200 kilowatts, which means you've got over 500 kilowatts, which is roughly about 780 to 800 brake horsepower, which gives you about 1,000 Newton meters of torque. Most of that torque is available to you instantaneously, which also means this car is capable of doing 0 to 100 in about 4 seconds. Put it into context, this car weighs about 2.5 ton. That's impressive. Now, you think that giving you these details just makes you think, well, what else? The interior. The screens in the car, fantastic. The seats in the car, cooled, heated, massaging. And that's not just in the front, it's in all 3 rows. It's got a tail which you can sit on, which you'll see in this video, and that tail will accommodate 300 kilometers on the tail. Its setup is 2 plus 2 plus 2, which means you've got 3 sets of captain seats in there. It's got about over 400 liters with all 6 seats up, and over 2,000 liters with the seats folded. It's got a 30-inch screen in front, and then another 30-inch screen in the rear for the passengers to watch. It's got wireless chargers in front, and then on the middle row captain seats, and it's got plug USB seats, plugs in the back for you to be able to be comfortable with as well. The view from the car is amazing. And it's also capable of quick charging, I think 20 to 80% in about 15 to 20 minutes. Are you getting my point? Think about all the things I've said in this car and think about putting this in any legacy auto, you'd be looking at about $300,000. And this is where I'm going to blow your mind. Base model for this car comes in at 60,000 USD or 50,000 USD. The top spec model comes in at 65,000 USD, which means if this car was to come to Australia, you'd be looking at about shy of $100,000 for everything I've said. This car is the same size as a Range Rover, a full Range Rover. It's got more spec than it, it's more comfortable than it, it's more luxurious than it, and it's about a third of the price. Because everything I said right now, if you put into a Range Rover in Australia, you'd be looking at about $300,000 to $350,000. Does it handle very well? I haven't driven it, but people that have driven it, they've spoken to me, said it's one of the best handling cars, SUVs that you can have, which is one of the reasons why Zeekr decided to launch the Lynk Co 900 a week to 2 weeks before the Shanghai Auto Show, so it didn't steal the thunder from the Zeekr 9X, which was launched during the Shanghai Auto Show. So I'm going to keep quiet now. I'm going to let you watch me go around the car so you can actually see the car for yourself. Let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think about the length? What do you think about the interior? What do you think about the captain seats? What do you think about the level of luxury in this car? And do you think this car will make sense for us to bring to Australia? Do you think this car will make sense coming to England? Do you think this car will make sense coming to Europe? Now, the good news for you guys in America is that I heard that the tariff war might be coming to an end and you might be getting a 30% slap on for all Chinese cars coming in. Here's the joke. Even at 30% coming on the cars, they will still be competitive against legacy auto. So hopefully you guys get this car come your way pretty soon, and I will see you on the next one. We're in one of those shopping malls that's got a massive number of cars available for you to have a look at. And one of them I wanted to have a look at for you right now is the Lynk Co 900, which was launched last month. Now, the Lynk Co 900 is part of the group for the Geely Group and sits under the Zeekr brand. And this was released ahead of the Shanghai Auto Show, so it would not steal the thunder from the Zeekr 9X, which is being launched as we speak. Now, I wanted to get a look at the Lynk Co 900 for you guys because definitely I'm not going to be able to get a test drive of it. The rules around test driving in Shanghai are a bit strict. But the Lynk Co is a beautiful car. Now, the specifications of this particular car, when you think about it, is the length of it and the design and the shape. It looks a lot like the Range Rover. And from the level of luxury that's available to it, it does compete very, very favorably with it. So stepping back to look at the car itself, you have a good idea of what the dimensions of the car looks like. This car is 5.24 meters long. It is 1.99 meters tall, which is almost 2 meters. 1.99 meters wide, which is almost 2 meters. It is 1.810 meters tall, and it has a wheelbase of 1.36 meters, which then means the interior is very comfortable. Now, the Lynk Co 900 does come in two variants, which is the 2 plus 3 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 3, or 2 plus 2 plus 2. The entry model comes with a 1.5 turbocharged petrol engine, which generates 143 kilowatts, while having two electric motors, which is 160 kilowatts and the other 230, for a total output of 530. If we have a quick look at the interior, it's got a 30-inch screen in there. You've got two cup holders in the center console, which can be covered up to give you a little bit more chicness to it. The seats are aerated, cooled, massaged, and you've got the queen seat on the passenger side. If you look at that, that's the thin cluster, just to give you that information. But you've got a 100-inch HUD present in there that gives you a significant heads-up display, which is augmented reality. Forgot to mention, you've got 60-watt chargers available for you. You've got a space for your phone. You've got foldable tables there that are easy to recline, and the door has an electronic door opener, which is also very easy. You've also got your privacy blinds in there for you, but I really wanted to show you the boot. So this is the boot for the, and it's got dual foldable gates, and this is supports up to 300 kilograms. You also have some seats in the rear which are optional, but that also means that you can sit very comfortably on this without any problems. So I'm sat on the boot right now very comfortably. You've got vehicle to load in this car as well, so charging points, and then you can also put your shopping bags over there. The seats are also controlled electronically. You can lower them, and it also comes with air suspension. The base model is capable of doing 0 to 100 in 4.8 seconds. The mid model is capable of doing 0 to 100 in 4.6 seconds, and the top spec does 0 to 100 in sub 3 seconds. The top spec has got 630 kilowatts of power and is able to do up to 283 kilometers purely electric. So this is a fantastic car to be in, and I will tell you more about this as we go along.